I made over $320,000 in my first year in high ticket sales, and it was a blessing. It changed my life forever. And I want to be a blessing to you and give you guys the exact mindset shift that I had to make this money, and also break down all the numbers for you. So all you have to do is watch this video, take action, and you can start making more money with high ticket sales. Look, me and my cousin, he ended up hiring me for his marketing agency. He gave me 25% commissions on a $5,000 to $15,000 service. So every single time that I would sell it, I was making anywhere between about $1,000 to about $3,000. And I didn't have to go out and find those leads. He provided them all for me. They would pop up on my calendar. I would take the call and I would close the deal. And if you look at the numbers, all I had to do was have about 5 calls every single day. And I knew I would make at least $1,000 on each one of those calls. I would do that every single day. And here's a day-to-day routine that I did to make that $320,000. Because the day-to-day routine is one of the most important things. How you start your day is gonna dictate how you end your day. So I would start my day not by scrolling in bed, but I would get up, I would take a cold shower, then I would, no, I'm just kidding. I would not take a cold shower. That's insane. I never did any of those life hacks or anything at all like that. Didn't have anything crazy or any type of super hack or anything at all. I just got on my laptop and I just got to selling. There wasn't a cold shower. There wasn't the 6 a.m. club or anything like that. I just opened my laptop up and I would sell. And a lot of sales trainers right now, they'll tell you, keep on increasing your close rate. Learn this new hack or this tactic, which is great. Don't get me wrong. Increasing your close rate is great. But is it the easiest thing to do? Is it the easiest thing to do for you to make more money in high ticket sales? And if I can go back in time, I wouldn't focus on increasing my close rate in the beginning. I would focus on this one key metric that changed everything for me. That is increasing my show up rate. Let's go ahead and do the math together. So if you have 100 calls on your calendar over the next month, let's just say 45 of those 100 calls end up showing up and you end up selling 25% of them. So your close rate is 25%. Well, if you're selling a $5,000 package, you're going to end up making, with a 25% commission, $14,000 for the month from those 45 people that showed up. Now, let's just say you've increased your show up rate simply by sending a text the night before the meeting and then a few hours before the meeting. That deals nothing at all about a skill set. That's just discipline. You can literally start sending out a text to increase your show up rate. Now, instead of 45 people coming to that meeting, you now have 65 people showing up, okay? So now you have 65 people showing up, and let's say your close rate is still 25%, and you're selling that 5K package, and you're getting a 25% commission. Now you're making a whole lot more money. You're making 20K instead. And that's all you had to do was just simply increase your show up rate. And increasing your close rate takes a lot of time. So when I'm leading a team, I'm always trying to get them to increase their show up rate and obviously their close rate as well. But the show up rate is the easiest thing that I can help a team increase from the very beginning. There's a client right now of mine, his team was struggling to get their show up rate up. All I had to do was take them from a 35% show up rate to 70%. And now the business doubled. It didn't deal with anything else. All I did was increase the show up rate because now there's more people showing up. There's more people to pitch. See, these are the numbers and metrics that you want to be focusing on. And if your sales manager isn't talking to you about your show up rate, and they keep on drilling you about your closing rate, you got to bring this up to them and maybe even show them this video, because that is an issue. And it's something that I wish that I knew. Another thing that I wish that I knew when I was first starting off in high ticket sales to hit that $320,000 month was focusing on my follow-ups. A lot of times I wasn't updating the CRM. Heck, in that business, there was no CRM. We didn't have any type of deal stages or opportunities. And when I first started learning about CRMs and forecasting and projections and everything, I was like, this is insane. If I had this, I would have made a lot more money my first year. Don't get me wrong, it was really good, but these are just some things that I would go back and change and fix to make more money that you can do immediately right now. The last mindset shift that really kept me going to be able to hit that $320,000 a year in my first year in high ticket sales was just urgency. Urgency is everything. Too many people are coasting by. Next thing you know, you're already 40, 50 years old, and it's almost too late. I always treat it every single day with urgency, every single minute. If you look at my calendar, I can even show you guys right now how I operate my day. This was my Tuesday, and this was my Monday. Every single hour, I know exactly where I'm going to be, how long I'm going to be there, and I move with urgency. I remember always going to the mall with my grandmother. And if you're someone that feels like you have all the time in the world, this was a huge reality check for me. And it put that fire underneath me for me to go out and make that $320,000 in a year. Every single time I go to the mall with my grandmother, she would say, Anthony, I want you to buy that ring for me. I wanted you to buy that ring for me. And every single time she would say it, I would be so upset because I couldn't afford to get my grandmother that ring that she wanted. But I made her a promise. I said, Grandma, one day I'm going to get you that ring. I got you. And every single time we go to the mall, we would say the same exact thing. Hey, what ended up happening? My grandmother, she ended up passing away. By the time that I could finally afford that ring, it was too late. So I move with urgency. Time is not on our side. And if you're watching this right now and you've been on the fence from either working directly with our partner studio and getting your sales team scaled up, or simply getting into high ticket sales and scaling to the next level with your career, time is ticking. And there's an application below for you to apply to work directly with me and my team. But the whole point of this channel, guys, is really just to provide you guys as much value as possible. Because I know how it is, feeling stuck or simply just not having someone to give you the right guidance and the right information. So if you got a lot of value from today's video, there's another one right here that you can go check out. Hope to see you guys on that one.